Hello and welcome back to the channel, and you join me inside the Lexus LC where I'm going to show you how to install a dash cam without having to run it through like the fuse box or maybe the OBD2 reader or running all the wires around this kind of device. This device is designed to connect straight to the power source up at the top of the ceiling here behind the mirror. So I thought, why not give it a try? The guys at FitDVR have sent me this across along with the power adapter to give this a go. So in this video, I'm going to show you what you get in the boxes and then show you how to install the FitDVR camera. And I will leave some links below, so if you are interested in checking out the dash cam or the adapter, then you have that facility to quickly click and access them. So without further ado, let's crack on with this video. So this is what the adapter box looks like. Let's see what we've got inside. Open it up, we've got a little support card. We've got the adapter cable wrapped in foam. Pull this packaging out and we have the adapter. Little tool kit to trim, remove some pieces. 1, 2, 3, which are your micro USB, mini USB and USB-C, as well as a 12-volt power connector here, and this last one with the male connector and the little clippy bit at the end there to connect something else. So you can use that for things maybe like a radar detector as well as dash cams with these. So this has got quite a few functionalities, this FitDVR adapter. So this is what's inside your FitDVR Dashcam F3 box. This is what's inside the box with the manual, which will cover a little bit of sponge with the camera, and this should be my cables inside. So we have quite a few pieces inside here. So we have a FitDVR USB cable with USB on it, a trim remover tool, we have the power cable for the dash cam, we also have the micro SD USB 2, and then inside this bag we have the rear dash cam if you want to stick that onto the rear window with the connector piece, and we have, should be more cabling if you want to plug it into your 12-volt power outlet. Now in my video I'm going to be using the FitDVR adapter, so I don't have to use this cable, but this is also going to be useful for people. If you don't want to use the adapter, you can just go ahead and straight in and plug that into the camera, which is nicely in this little foam packaging. It's got a little bit of plastic to peel off, some buttons underneath, and yeah, some slots on the side. Let's get this for test and see what it's like inside the car. So we're going to remove this piece here so we can access the power. So if I go ahead and slide that down, that comes out like so. So what you need to do is get a Torx screw and undo the little bolt that's in there, or the screw, not the bolt. That slides up and down, and that's the back end of it. And then you can unclip this little piece here, like so. So we should be able to use the adapter now. If you are curious, I did use a TX15 for the Torx screw to undo this little bit here. Give this a little under the plastic connecting these two wires. Now we should give this a... So what I want you to do is be able to connect the mirror with this piece here, which is for the adapter. So that's going to be easy to connect first, just for purposes of on the camera. Clip that in. There's a couple of pins to line up in there. They kind of go, if I do it like that, you can see the back end goes to the kind of indentation inside there. So slide that in, and that clips in. That can slide down a little bit into its housing so it's nice and happy. And now we're going to try and get this connected up, back up to here with the adapter connected now, so we can split the power. Now you may need this little tool if you want to pry the plastic piece open, or use the flathead screwdriver if you want to get that out. Now you've got the bit that's hanging from the roof of the car, connect that to the top of the adapter, again mirroring up the lines and indentation of what you have available to you. So this is going to go that way round, and that should slide in. And then I'm trying to do this holding the camera. I could just do this quite quickly, slide that in like so, and now that's connected up, and now we should have that separate for the dash cam. Now I do have this power cable here, which is going to connect to the power cable here, which we've got from the adapter. So we're going to line that up nicely with the kind of little lines on it and a little mold for it just to click into place like so. Now that should make life easier now, because we've got the adapter, which it does have a sticky stuff, so you could maybe stick it onto the back of the mirror or something so it's not in your way. And if I get the dash cam out, which is handily in this box, pull this guy out, we do have a cable for him, which I'm just going to use the one that came with this camera. This is specifically for the camera. We've got the USB-A and then the kind of USB-C style on one end. That USB-A end can click into the USB-A on the adapter, and then I'm also able to connect that up to the dash cam, which at the top of the dash cam there's a bit there you're able to clip your dash cam power source into the FitDVR adapter. Now excuse the heavy rain, but we do have an interior camera as well as exterior. Now this one's got the blue film on it, so before I install, I'm just going to pull that bit of plastic off like so, so you've got a clearer camera on the inside, and then on the same on the other side I can peel that off so you get the lens cover so it's nice and clear, or at least as clear as it should be for driving off. So now have installed the date and time on it, pushing those little buttons up underneath to choose the time zone that I'm on. Now I can click this into place. You might want it lower down, or you can decide if you want it over there. I think I'm going to have it probably sitting on the left hand side here looking forward. I keep hitting that menu button, so it's going to be facing forward like so. I'll just give me a second to install some of the other trim pieces first before I make my final decision. So I'm going to use the little torque screw tightener thing to tighten up where the torque screw was, give that back into position. Right, so that's the TX15 that I've used to tighten that back up. And then let me put this plastic trim piece back in here so we can get all that happy as Larry. So slide that in, 3, 2, 1, like maybe the second time lucky. It's because it's 2 clips at once. There we go, third time lucky. You're pushing that in so both those clips go in. Have that mirror up like so here. The adapter itself shows you what power you're drawing from the car. So if I zoom in, you're able to see it says FitDVR 5.01 volts, 0.7 amps on this particular dash cam. I'm going to peel this little bit off here, and then you can see it's going to be sticky stuff, it's going to be good to go. So I'm going to angle this so it's going to be facing outwards, tilt towards the glass. I kind of want it up here. Keep hitting these buttons underneath. And then once it's in position, you can pivot it to roughly where you want it to be in front of your dash. So this is your camera here. You've got the camera here, and then you can just rotate it to roughly where you want it to be. The camera's on, so you can see how much of the bonnet you want to see out. And yeah, it's a bit rainy today, but so I've done the best I could and put the adapter behind the mirror. It's got sticky stuff, so it's hiding there. Do have a cable running to it, but I'm sure we'll get used to it once I'm driving. But the main thing is you're getting your dash cam installed using the power source from this auto dimming mirror without having to run cables all around the car. Yes, I had to take this bit of plastic off bit there, but overall a little bit easier than what we've done with the Lexus IS. So we have switched sides of the car for the outro of this video, just thought it was a bit easier to get that clipped on. Just want to say thanks to the guys at FitDVR for providing the dash cam as well as the power adapter. Now these are 2 separate products. I've used them together, so that means I can connect that dash cam up without running cables all through the car. It's worth remembering you can use these adapters for other products as well. It doesn't just have to be dash cams, but you can also use it in the combination like I have today for the dash cam and power adapter combo. Now, if you are interested, you can see, I'll leave the link and information below for the FitDVR website, and you can go ahead and check out power adapter as well as the kit, which is the F3 dash cam, which is what I've picked up today. I'll leave all that good stuff in the information description box below. Special thanks to them. Thank you for watching, and hopefully you guys found this video useful, and I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.